What if I told you Arizona's hottest fossils aren't just dino bones? They're the ultimate time machine back to Earth's wildest days. These ancient remains, sun-baked and half-buried in the Arizona desert, are more than just relics of a lost world. They're like pages torn from a prehistoric diary. Each fossil a clue to a story that's stranger and more dramatic than anything Hollywood could dream up. When you hold a fossil in your hand, you're not just touching stone. You're reaching across millions of years, connecting with creatures and landscapes that vanished long before humans ever walked the earth. Imagine Arizona, 220 million years ago. No cacti, no cowboys. Instead, picture a world so alien it's almost unrecognizable. The land was raw, untamed, and constantly changing. There were no saguaros silhouetted against the sunset, no tumbleweeds rolling across the plains. Instead, the air was thick with humidity, and the ground was a patchwork of mud, sand, and volcanic ash. The sky was often darkened by the smoke of erupting volcanoes, and the landscape was shaped by forces far more violent than anything we see today. Just wild volcanoes, raging rivers, and a land swarming with weird creatures. Imagine rivers that twisted and turned through dense forests, their banks lined with strange towering plants. Volcanoes erupted with little warning, spewing lava and ash that could wipe out entire ecosystems in a matter of hours. And everywhere you looked, life was experimenting, evolving into bizarre forms that seem almost impossible by today's standards. It was a world in constant motion, where survival meant adapting to chaos. Paleontologists recently uncovered fossils here that are shaking up everything we thought we knew about how dinosaurs took over the planet. These discoveries are rewriting the textbooks, revealing that the rise of dinosaurs wasn't a simple story of domination. Instead, it was a messy, unpredictable struggle for survival, with dinosaurs just one group among many trying to carve out a niche in a dangerous world. The Petrified Forest National Park has become a treasure trove of clues, each new fossil adding a twist to the tale. In the Petrified Forest, they found not just early dinosaurs, but ancient croc-like reptiles, giant amphibians, and strange plants. These weren't the dinosaurs you know from movies, no towering T-Rex or long-necked Brachiosaurus. Instead, these were their scrappy ancestors, small and nimble, living alongside creatures that looked like they'd stepped out of a science fiction movie. There were massive amphibians as long as a car, armored reptiles with spikes and plates, and plants that looked more like alien sculptures than anything you'd find in a modern forest. It's like a prehistoric remix tape. Everyone's fighting for survival, and nobody knows who'll come out on top. Imagine a world where every day is a battle, not just against predators, but against the environment itself. Floods, droughts, volcanic eruptions, these were the norm, not the exception. Every species had to be tough, adaptable, and just a little bit lucky. The fossil beds are like snapshots of these ancient dramas, capturing moments of life and death, struggle, and adaptation. Here's the wild part. The ecosystem was in total flux. Nothing stayed the same for long. One year, a lush forest, the next, a barren wasteland. The climate swung wildly, and the land itself shifted beneath the feet of its inhabitants. This constant change forced every creature to adapt or die, and it set the stage for one of the most dramatic periods in Earth's history. Earth was experimenting, one day swamps, the next, deserts. Some species thrived, others disappeared almost overnight. Imagine being a creature in this world, never knowing if your home would be underwater or scorched by the sun. The fossil record shows us evidence of these rapid changes. Layers of rock that shift from mudstone to sandstone, from swampy deposits to desert dunes, all within a few feet. It's a reminder that stability is the exception, not the rule in Earth's history. Dinosaurs? They were just getting started and had to battle with armored reptiles. These early dinosaurs were small, fast, and not yet the rulers of the land. They shared their world with creatures like Dinosaurs, armored reptiles covered in bony plates, built like prehistoric tanks. Every day was a contest for food, territory, and survival, with no guarantee of victory, and terrifying crocodile-faced predators called phytosaurs. These fearsome hunters lurked in rivers and swamps, their jaws lined with razor-sharp teeth. They looked like modern crocodiles, but they weren't even true crocs, just another example of how evolution kept reinventing the same deadly designs. For a young dinosaur, every trip to the water's edge was a gamble with death. So why does this matter today? Why should we care about creatures that vanished hundreds of millions of years ago? The answer is simple. These fossils are a window into how life responds to change. They show us that survival isn't about being the biggest or the strongest. It's about being able to adapt when the world turns upside down. Because these fossils show us how life adapts when everything changes. Every bone, every tooth, every imprint in the rock is a lesson in resilience. Some species developed armor, others grew faster or learned to hunt in new ways. The winners weren't always the most fearsome. They were the ones who could roll with the punches, who could find a way to survive when everything they knew was swept away. It's Earth's original survival manual, just in time for our own planet's challenges. As we face climate change, habitat loss, and environmental upheaval, these ancient stories remind us that life can endure incredible hardship. But they also warn us, change can be sudden, and not every species makes it through. The fossil record is both a guide and a cautionary tale, showing us what's possible and what's at stake. If you're loving this fossil frenzy, smash that like, hit subscribe, and join our community of time travelers. Every week we dig deeper into the mysteries of the past, uncovering stories that connect us to the ancient world. Your support helps us bring these discoveries to life, and who knows, you might even inspire the next generation of paleontologists. And tell me, could you survive the wild world of Triassic Arizona? Imagine facing down a pack of hungry phytosaurs, dodging volcanic eruptions, and trying to find food in a land where the rules change every day. Would you have what it takes to adapt, to innovate, to survive? Let me know in the comments, what would your strategy be in a world where danger lurks around every corner? For more ancient awesomeness, check out my videos on the strangest dinosaurs ever discovered, creatures with sails, horns, and armor that defy imagination. From the bizarre to the beautiful, the fossil record is full of surprises, and there's always more to learn. And Earth's craziest extinction events links up next. Dive into the stories of mass extinctions, epic comebacks, and the incredible resilience of life on our ever-changing planet. The past is full of lessons, and the adventure is just beginning.